Consider Gauss law in magnetism. Now we have a surface on which there is a magnetic field B, and this magnetic field makes an angle theta with respect to the area vector dA for this incremental area. So we define the magnetic flux as the dot product of the magnetic field with the area vector integrated over the surface. So the flux phi, it's shown with phi, is the integral B dot dA. So this is the magnetic flux. And the magnetic flux is measured in SI units. It's measured in Webers, abbreviation WB. And 1 Weber is equal to 1 Tesla meter squared, because Tesla is the unit of magnetic field, and magnetic field B field is in Tesla is equal to Webers per meter square. So that's another unit for a magnetic field. Now you can see that when the magnetic field is perpendicular to the area vector like this, the flux through the plane is 0, because B dot dA will be cosine 90 is 0. When it is parallel to the area vector dA, then we will have a maximum flux, because B dot dA will have cosine 0, which is 1. So the angular variation is such that we have 0 contribution when it is perpendicular to the area, and we have maximum contribution when it is parallel to the area vector. Now, if you write this flux for a closed surface integral B dot dA, the total flux is always equal to 0. This is known as Gauss law in magnetism. So Gauss law in magnetism. And why is that 0? Because if you remember Gauss law for electricity, now for let's remember here Gauss law for electric field, we have integral E dot dA is equal to, the electric flux is equal to the charge enclosed divided by epsilon 0. The magnetic charge is 0 because magnetic monopoles cannot be isolated. So unlike positive and negative charges, we cannot have north and south poles isolated. They always come in pairs. So magnetic poles, monopoles, cannot be isolated. And therefore, we reach Gauss law in magnetism, closed surface integral B dot dA, the total magnetic flux has to be equal to 0. So we talked about Gauss law in magnetism. First, we defined the magnetic flux as the dot product between magnetic field and the area vector when we consider an area element with area vector dA here. If the angle between them is theta, it is B dA cosine theta. The flux is measured in Webers, and 1 Weber is 1 Tesla meter square, or you can say B field is measured in Webers per meter square. The flux is maximum when the magnetic field is parallel to the area vector. It is 0 when it is perpendicular to the area vector. Closed surface integral B dot dA is 0. The total flux through a closed surface is 0 because you cannot have a source of magnetic flux due to isolated magnetic monopoles inside, unlike the electric field where we have positive or negative charges that can be isolated and create an electric field.